Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the latest in the Rambo franchise, Rambo Last Blood. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at MovieGuy365, as well as over at the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I will leave a link for that in the description. All right, Rambo Last Blood is officially released. I had a chance to check that out last night. And let me just start by saying that, you know, seeing a movie with a certain audience can really kind of change your perception either in a positive way or a negative way. I don't think I remember the last time I was in a theater with so many dudes. Like this was like a bro movie, you know. All the guys in the area were at this movie. I swear I don't believe I saw one woman in the entire audience, and it was a fairly packed theater. So that had a lot to do with, you know, how I view the film, and it was just kind of amusing to just feel that energy in the film. Now, as far as Rambo goes, personally, I've always enjoyed the films, especially the first two. I was always a big fan of those. For some reason, I always liked the second one a lot. That seemed to be on constant replay, you know, watching it on my dad's VHS player. And, you know, it was just one of those I just always went back to and I enjoyed. I didn't really like Rambo 3 that much, but I did enjoy the Rambo Part 4 that was released, I believe, in 2009 or so. So I did enjoy, you know, the Rambo films. Now, I went into this one, I didn't really watch any trailers, which it was very unusual for me considering I do review trailers on the channel. It was just something was getting in the way, or just couldn't do it that day or something. So I decided late, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go into this one blind. I'm not going to even see a trailer, so let's go right in. Now, as far as the Rambo films go, this is probably the least Rambo film, and I think a lot of it has to do with the setting. And it was just, you know, because most of those films take place overseas, so there isn't a whole lot of Americanization to these films. And I know they try to tackle on these political topics, but it's a little bit there. It's a little underlying tones are there, but it's nothing that really pulled me out or anything like that. Now, this is definitely one of those, like, you know, empty calories kind of movie. It doesn't have that, you know, heart or messaging as far as the first two films I feel had. But this one definitely, it was trying to put Rambo in a new situation, of course, which is him being, I don't know, trying to live out his days on a ranch and taking care of a young girl who's just turned 18, getting ready to head off to college. And then more or less circumstances happen where he has to go rescue her from, bad people, okay? Bad people over the border in Mexico. Now, I can see, like, this is definitely one of those movies where it is a fun action film. If you're going in expecting a good action movie, which does kick in, you know, a little later than it probably would for this type of movie, this one really just, you know, for the theater I was in, really brought down the house. There was a lot of, like, energy. There's a lot of like, you know, enjoyment of this film. Now, it's very shallow as far as story-wise go. I know they attempt some things with John, and it does kind of resonate, but for some reason it doesn't, like, hit the nail on the head. It doesn't get you there, like, quite. I think it's because the young lady playing his surrogate daughter is kind of just portrayed as like, oh, I'm just going to do what I want to do. And then you kind of don't feel for her, where that translates into not feeling for their relationship as much. But once the Rambo portions of the film kick in, that's really where everything just gets escalated to a 10. This is great. This is what I mean, if you want a good comparison to the movie, it's basically the first Taken movie. But I think taken to like a rated R level, and a really John Rambo rated R level. It's a lot of fun out, actually. Like I said, it's the bad guys are faceless bad guys. There's two that are supposedly the big bads, but they inherently don't matter much. In fact, they get more or less dispatched in an easy, kind of convenient way. They also kind of hit that trope, which I'm not a big fan of nerfing the hero. So you go through this whole thing where you're taking out all the minions or the flying monkeys of the movie, and then he gets nerfed to a point where he gets injured, and then it's kind of more of an even fight. But they don't really even play that much. It's just maybe about a minute and a half, and then it's like resolved. The movie's over. It's not. I will say John Rambo, or as far as Rambo Last Blood goes, it's not a great movie. But it's a fun movie, and I think that's really kind of where the fun just overshadowed any problems I might have had with the plot. I enjoyed it quite a bit. In fact, I'm anxious to get this one on disc. I think it would be a lot of fun to put with the other Rambo movies. And it plays a little bit, as I mentioned, like Taken, with a little bit of Logan dashed into there. But I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, despite glaring story issues. I liked it a lot. So I think for me, that's enough. I'm going to go ahead and give Rambo a 7 out of 10. It's fun at the movies. I enjoyed it. If you're a guy that likes a good, throwback to 80s action film with no punches being pulled, you're going to enjoy this one because I liked it. I mean, it is a lot of fun. So let me know in the comments below if you plan to see Rambo Last Blood in the theater. And in the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.